Hello, nieces and niestas. How are you today? Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel. I'm SavingsFashionista. She is I, and I am her. And over here we do mainly things fragrances, whether it's body or home. And today, you guys, we are here to do my what I wore this week. So I will share with you the fragrances and or fragrance combinations that I wore this week. So if you're interested, please. So this what I wore is for the week beginning September 24th. Yeah, I think Sunday was the 24th. Beginning September 24th. So we're going to start with Sunday. Now Sundays, you guys, are one of my off days because I do work like the traditional job schedule from Monday to Friday with, holidays off and the weekends. So starting on Sunday, you guys, it was just one of those. I think I may have gone to Target to pick up one item, but I did not really just get dressed or, just put on some little active wear. And it was just like one of those days where I was just really around the house. So I started off with this, Keyano Aromatics chocolate buttercream, and someone gifted me this, but it came with a scrub and it came with this body butter, and it is just what it said it is a chocolate butter cream. It smells like buttery chocolate. That's exactly what it smells like. So I got this. I used that, and I went in with my Choco Musk. This is one of my Arabian fragrances that I have. I don't have many. I may have about 4 or 5, but this is one of the favorite ones that I like. This is not a fragrance that has a very long lasting power, but it's very, very inexpensive. So you can get this for less than $20. I've seen it less than $10. But I did get this off Amazon, and it is linked in my Amazon storefront. So that will be linked down below. You can find it under fragrances. But this is a vanilla chocolatey type of fragrance. It is really nice. I have worn it with other fragrances before, but this is definitely a gourmand sweet type of fragrance. It does not have a long lasting power, so I would definitely recommend dropping this in your bag or making you a decanter. But again, it's a nice fun fragrance, and like I said, if you use a lot of it, you can always replace it very easily because you can get it for less than $20. So this is what I wore on Sunday. Now, Monday is the start of my work week. I start my work week on Monday. So if you've been around, leading into the fall and even midsummer, I was talking about how sandalwood and vanilla was going to be my like go-to fragrances or fragrance notes for this coming fall. So now we're here in fall. So I started my work week off with the Aromatherapy care line from Bath and Body Works. This is the sandalwood and vanilla. And the Aromatherapy care line is basically what it is, sandalwood and vanilla. Started off with my body cream, of course, after showering, and I went in with this oil mist. And then I paired it with the Van Cleef's and Arpel Santal Blanc. Now, I have heard that this is very similar to Santal 33 by Le Labos. I have smelled it, but I don't own it, so I don't have a vivid memory of what it's like. But this is so good. This was one of those love at first sniffs that I experienced in Saks, and I eventually went back that following week and picked it up. But this is a very good fragrance. I say all the time it gives me boss girl energy because this is subtle enough to be for a woman, but it has that it factor in it where it could very well be for a gentleman. So this is definitely a balanced unisex fragrance, and I really like it. I enjoy it, and it pairs so well with the sandalwood and vanilla. And on Tuesday, I got a little spicy for some reason, and I went really hard, so hard till I overdid it, and I gave myself a headache, you guys. The fragrance combination was absolutely beautiful, but I did too much. I just sprayed a few too many sprays. I just did too much. So I started off with just my regular oil, and I like to use this Coco Shea. And when I didn't have this, I used the oat oil by Aveeno, or I use the bio oil. So any type of light oil. I went in with my Madagascar Vanilla by Ness, and this is probably one of the strongest perfumey type of vanilla fragrances that I have in my collection. It's so perfumey until it doesn't give you that gourmand vibe. You do get the, you know, the vanilla vibe, but it's very perfumey. This has coconut in it, and it has that Madagascar vanilla. And I just think that the Madagascar vanilla is way stronger than regular vanilla. So I went in with this, and I then applied this. This is Rouge Smoking by BDK. This is a cherry forward fragrance, and be very careful because, as you can see, the juice is very vibrant and it could possibly stain your clothes if you are wearing light colored clothes. But I did go in with this. You know that the Rouge Smoking, it's like a spicy cola, some type of soda. It smells like, I've heard people say Dr. Pepper. I've heard people say cola, but it does give you remnants of a soda. It really does. It has that effect to it. And it's so spicy, and whatever they have in it, it does tickle your nose because it gives you that sparkly effervescence as well. So I went in with this, and then I topped it off with vanilla 28 by KayAli. I really think that I could have left this out of the combination, one or the other, because this is really strong. And over time, I think the darker your juice is, the more strong it is. Because when I first got this, this was not a fragrance that I could smell throughout the entire day. This fragrance at this moment, the color that it is and the length of time frame that I have had it, it is really strong. So I underestimated the power of combining all three of these, and I kind of gave myself a headache. But it is a beautiful combination. So I recommend that you go very lightly when you're combining this. Do not overdo it. I would say maybe 4 sprays of this and 4 sprays of this. And if you want to go overboard, do it below the torso area. Because like I said, I gave myself a headache, but I smelled really good. So that was the fragrance cocktail for all right, so my fragrance combination for Wednesday hump day. I was really excited about this fragrance. I got it as a package in the mail the day before, and I was so excited about it. It is supposed to be a dupe for one of my favorite fall fragrances, and that fragrance is Billie Eilish Gold. So the Nebras Gold by Lattafa is a dupe. I do agree it's a dupe. In all honesty, it's actually better. So that was my fragrance for Wednesday, but I use this as my moisturizer. This is the lavender and vanilla. I don't know what it is in Billie Eilish as well as this Neighbors fragrance that has that lavender note. Maybe it's a hidden secret note, but it is so nice. It goes so well with the vanilla and the cacao. And this fragrance actually have red berries in it, so it gives it a little bit more sweetness, and it does have like this powdery effect to it. So it is really, really nice. Really enjoyed it. So if you're in the market for or considering the original gold Billie Eilish, I would definitely recommend this. To be honest with you, you can get either or because this costs the same amount. The Billie Eilish, it is extremely affordable. It's not at all expensive, but I really enjoy it. But I'm glad that I now have this one in my collection. New fragrance to the collection, and was excited about it, still excited about it. I do want to bring y'all a full dedicated review, but this is Escapade Gourmande by Maison Mataha. I hope I said that right. Yeah, Maison Mataha. This is so good. The hype is real for me. So the hype you've heard, my opinion is it's real. the hype is real. But it's like a little catch-22 to this, depending on the type of fragrance delivery that you like. So I want to wear it and play around with it again, and then I want to come to you and give you my thoughts about this. So this was my Thursday fragrance combination. Again, this is the Vanilla Fenty Beauty. I think this is a holiday edition, and Escapade Gourmande. So my fragrance for Friday was something that I recently added to my collection as well. This is from Chanel, and this is their latest fragrance. Although this was released, I want to say in 2006, the EDT version of it. This is the EDP. This is Chance Chanel Eau de Fraiche, and it's nice. It is definitely a fresh fragrance. You get that bergamot. And what kind of, well, the essay really sold it. You know, she talked about, she did her job because she sold this. But I was just going in to sample the fragrance because I had heard that it had teak wood in it. And I'm like, you know, teak wood is one of those powerhouse fragrance notes in candles. So what does it really give on the body? This fragrance, it didn't last as long as I anticipated it to. I don't know if I'm wearing it in the wrong season, but I thought with the woody notes, the teak wood, that it would be perfect for fall. It wasn't unpleasant for fall, but as far as the performance, I just did not get the performance that I thought that it would provide. But maybe it needs to macerate a little bit more. So we'll update you, you know, in the days to come, months to come, on how I truly feel about this. But initially, it's a nice fragrance. Yes, it does have a dent in it because I have made several decants of it. And this is one of those fragrances based off of my experience with it yesterday. You definitely need a decant if you want to refresh your fragrance. It is not one of those powerhouse fragrances so far that I've experienced that just stay with you the majority of the day. So again, Friday's fragrance was Chance Chanel Eau de Fraiche EDP. All right, now moving on into today. Today is, you know, just an errand run type of day. Hubby and I, we've already gone to Target and we did a little grocery shopping. So today was a very, you know, simple, laid back kind of day, but I always want to smell good no matter what. So I started off again with the Fenty Vanilla Body Butter. Truly enjoying this. I don't even think this is on the market right now. Hopefully it'll come back for Christmas, as well as the cookie one in the beige container, because I never got that one. So I went in with this, and I also used some of my Cocoa Shea oil with the hopes that the two fragrances that I'm using, or I used today, would last longer. And I can smell it, you know, making, you know, skin to nose contact, but it is not, you know, that fragrance that just stick. These are not fragrances that just stick with you. When I first got them, I just thought in my mind, okay, these are just some high price fine fragrance mist. And that's not to be at all putting the fragrance or the company down, but they just don't have very long lasting powers. And I use the both of these. This is the Contemptor Sud Pacifique. I use the Vanilla Extreme, and I use the Vanille Apricot. So use both of these, and these are absolutely beautiful vanilla fragrance. Beautiful vanilla fragrance. I bought these because I received them in, I received this one in a package. It came as a sample. So as you can see, I haven't had these very long, but it takes a lot, you know, it takes a lot. I've had to make a couple decants because, you know, you want to refresh your fragrance. You definitely going to have to refresh this after about an hour or so. But they serve their purpose. I think they're very good blending fragrances, or you can wear them in isolation. So those are my fragrances for this week, you guys. I want to thank you for coming back. If you would like, please share your fragrance or fragrance combinations in the comments below, or if you have any additional questions about any of the combinations that I shared with you, or any of the fragrances that I shared with you, you can leave those comments below. I want to thank you guys, and do not forget, you, yes, you are great. Bye-bye.